Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Randy back with another video. In today's video, I am going to be doing an Azzaro buying guide, or more correctly, an Azzaro Wanted buying guide. I will be going through the 5 different bottles in the line, telling you a short breakdown of each one, which one's my favorite. But without further ado, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get it.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah.
All right guys, welcome back. And so again, this is going to be a buying guide for Azzaro's Wanted. For those of you who are new to my channel, Azzaro Wanted, the line is pretty much my favorite line in all of fragrance. It wasn't always that way though. Back in 2016 when it was first released, I didn't really care much about it. To me, it was a little bit generic. But as the line grew, the original Wanted was something that I actually started to grow on me. And then a lot of the other releases in this line are my favorite for a lot of different seasons, and I'll tell you all about them. The entire line is advertised, if I had to break it down, as a woody, spicy line, or a warm, woody and spicy line. Back in 2016, this was released. This is a 50 milliliter bottle. All of the bottles have the same style, but just different colors. This one and the Wanted Tonic have the chrome top with a revolver looking top, as well as a removable cap, and an atomizer that can be twisted off, and you can actually pour the liquid into decants, and then you have the yellow fluid in this. So without this release and the DNA in here, you would not have had the amazing releases later in this line. The main notes that you get in here are like ginger and woods, with vetiver and a touch of mint in the base. This is the weirdness of this fragrance, or not should I say weirdness, but the subtle nuances in this fragrance make it a bit dark, but at the same time a bit bright. And that's what you get through a lot of these fragrances in this line, and that's why I like it. This one specifically lasts about 7 hours or so, and it has a moderate sillage and a moderate longevity. It's not gonna break the bank as far as getting people to notice you, but this was back in 2016. They were just trying something out, and to me, they did a good job. It's great for spring and summer, although you can wear it all year round. It's a multi-versatile fragrance, as is all the type of Invictus-y, bubblegum sweet fragrances. And so really, there's not much more to say about this. It's slightly generic, but without it, you would not have the rest of the line. That is the original. Again, this is a 50 milliliter bottle. There's 100 and 200 for all of the bottles, as far as I know. So the second one that was released is one of my favorites for fall. It was released in 2018, and that is Azzaro's Wanted by Night. So as you can tell, the chrome got a little bit darker. The bottom, they kind of made it more of an ambery shade, and then the fluid got darker as well. But as far as the cap and the top, none of it really changed. You can still remove the atomizer and all that. So what you get from this fragrance, it's a warm, spicy, cinnamony, woody, and ambery fragrance, and that's the best way to describe this. It is a fantastic fragrance for cool weather, especially in the fall. This is probably my number 1 or number 2 fall fragrance, and if there is one above it, it is in this line. The main notes that you pull from it are cinnamon, cedar, tobacco, vanilla, and benzoin. It takes that original DNA. It spices it up a little bit, makes it a little bit heavier, darker, and warmer. And then you get this beautiful, sweet, and woody scent. Off the opening, you get some of that cinnamon, you get a little bit of that woods, you get some of that warmth, and then as it dries down, you get some of that amber coming in, some of that vanilla, a little bit more of that spiciness. It's just a really nice, fantastic fragrance. Women absolutely love this. And that's without saying, pretty much almost everyone in this line except for Tonic get good reviews from girls. But Azzaro Wanted by Night, if you haven't tried this, whenever they bring out the next release, they always drop these down to about $40. So with that price, you definitely need to pick this up. You can even find it sometimes at Walmart, and that's crazy because this fragrance is next to none as far as cold weather fragrances are concerned. It lasts about 8 to 10 hours. It projects heavily, about double arm's length for the first 3 hours. Really, really nice fragrance. Eats through the cold like no other. So the next one is the one that spawned a lot of hate. I just got it in the mail, and the reason I got it in the mail was because I wanted to complete my line. And what sucks is that when you put it next to all the rest of the bottles in the line, it just looks stupid and out of place. That is Wanted Tonic. So the fragrance isn't bad. I said that in one of my last videos. It's not a bad fragrance whatsoever. It's citrus, it's fresh, it's a little bit woody. It's generic, it's basic, and there are a lot of other fragrances out there in the same price range that do what this does better. And so if you're gonna wear it, you're gonna get compliments. People aren't gonna think you smell bad, they're gonna think you smell good. But again, I got this to put in my line, and just look, you put these next to each other, it just looks out of place. So I'm really just debating on returning it and having the 4 bottles that actually match each other next to each other, but I honestly don't, I'm not sure. But it smells good. I mean, it's just, with all the fragrances I have, would I wear it? I don't know. I really don't know. So it's citrusy, it's fresh, it's slightly woody. The main notes you get are citruses, ginger, and woods. When I say the main notes were only like 3 notes, and that's really what they do in this entire line, except for Wanted by Night. They give you only like a 3-note breakdown. In this one, it was lime, something else, and something else. But the beginning, you just get a whole bunch of citruses put together, not lime. And that's pretty much it. It has a woody base. It's a good fragrance, just not great. It's basic, it's generic. It lasts like 5 or 6 hours. It doesn't project pretty much at all, like maybe half an arm's length for like the first hour or so. So again, if there was a forgettable one in the line, it would be this. Because it didn't create the DNA for this line. If anything, it actually took the DNA from the original and just took it and threw it out the window outside of maybe a little bit of the woods. But that's the oddball in the line. It smells good if you have it. If you want to complete the line, it just doesn't look good as far as presentation is concerned next to the rest of the line. So I'll get past that and go into my favorite, most versatile in the line, and that is Azzaro's The Most Wanted. This is also my favorite color bottle. I like the black on black with the matte and the gloss on the bottom. You got the glass, and then you can't really see through it. No, you can't see through it. It has the same style bottle, it's just jet black, and I love it. Same atomizer, same removable cap. This is where this line took a turn, and other than Wanted by Night, because Wanted by Night's great, but when this one came out, it's super unique. It's the first gourmand in the line. So what you get from this fragrance is fresh, gourmand, and warmth. It's spicy, it's ambery, it's fresh, it's gourmand. You get cardamom, you get toffee, and you get amberwood. Those are the 3 notes in the breakdown, and that is really all you need to know from this fragrance. You get that freshness and a little bit of greenness from the cardamom, mixed with this toffee note that is just fantastic. It's like a caramel toffee if you were inside of a bakery. It smells super sweet, super gourmand. You almost could eat this fragrance, but it's not cloyingly sweet. It lasts like 10 hours and way more on clothes. It projects heavily for about 4 to 5 hours, way over arm's length. It gets compliments more than any fragrance I've ever worn. It is fantastic for date nights. And not only that, I've heard a lot of people say this is only good for certain seasons. No, it is good for spring, fall, winter, summer, all of that, date nights, night outs. You can wear this anytime, any day. It's super versatile, and then it's crazy. It's the most crazy thing because usually gourmand fragrances that are heavy with a bit of freshness aren't good for all seasons, but this is fantastic. The Most Wanted Eau de Parfum Intense, not to be confused with the next one, which is The Most Wanted Parfum. It was just released about a month ago. As far as the bottle, it takes a bit of a difference from the line. It has a little bit lighter of a jet black on top than the Most Wanted, with a little bit more of an ambery color than the Wanted by Night, and they put them together, and it is great. It just came out. It is Most Wanted Parfum. It lasts about an hour longer than the Most Wanted, and where this sets itself apart from the Most Wanted is the dry down. This is good for every season but summer. If you have like a cooler summer night, you could wear this. This is used for a lot of the same situations as the Most Wanted, and I actually think that this smells better overall, even though I love the Most Wanted. It's so close. And the main notes you get here are red ginger, bourbon vanilla, and woods. It's like an amber wood. the opening, the bourbon vanilla mixed with this sweet, fresh ginger really gives you the throwback to smell very similar to the Most Wanted, that toffee note. Yes, it's about 90% similar for the first few minutes. But then once you get into the dry down, the bourbon vanilla, or really it's a vanilla note that has a little bit of boozy note into it, that comes out more. The amber wood comes up a little bit more, makes it a little bit more warm. And then you also get a little bit more of a snap from that ginger, and they mix together and they create this fantastic dry down that sets itself apart from the Most Wanted. So this one's more gourmand all the way through, a little bit more fresh than this one, which is why this can be used for most seasons except for summer. This one has a little bit more freshness. This one has a better dry down and it's a little bit more unique. And then this one is gourmand, where this one is gourmand in the opening and then kind of changes as it gets through into the dry down. Fantastic line. If I had to throw one out, it would be Wanted Tonic. My favorite scent in the line is this one, Most Wanted Parfum. My favorite fall fragrance is also probably this, although Wanted by Night is a super close second, and I could wear them in different situations. My favorite versatile fragrance is this one, but as far as these three are concerned, I don't like to pick a 1, 2, or 3. It's just because they're so good. I love this line, the Most Wanted or the Wanted line. It's fantastic. If you haven't tried some of these, you definitely need to go try them out. Macy's has an entire rack full that you can try out. That's where they usually have them. They also have them at Ulta. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. Fantastic line. I hope they do more releases coming out. They seem to be doing one a year. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the line, and I'll be back with another one.